That might be
It's a sandbox. It's a soapbox. It's Fanbox.
Hello, welcome to Fanbox. No real big introduction. We are talking about Superman tonight. With me is a whole cast of crew here. One that I've never met until just a few moments ago, but we're going to talk about Superman. So before we get started, just like always, I want to go ahead and ask you where we can find you. We're going to just go ahead and start from the right. So David, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, I'm Xanatos1138 on all social medias, mostly TikTok. You can find me at the Florida SuperCon convention this Saturday. So if you're there, come say hi.
Yep. I promise you, he is taller in person. It just doesn't look like it on the camera. Vincent.
Hi, I'm Vincent. You can find me at Gangzetsu, everything Gangzetsu.
All right. That's great. Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. You can find me on everything at Akira_Luto. That's AKIRE_ALUTO.
All right. Nico, as always.
Hello, I'm Nico, aka the Doctor. I'm here again. Got the Sonic ready. I love Superman.
Wait. Do you have the kilt? Like the skirt? Oh, but you're not wearing it? Are you wearing anything down there?
Yes, I'm wearing pants.
I was just thinking that too. I'm like, oh, it's that kind
You
of
guys thought I was sitting here with no pants on?
After I asked if you had the skirt and you just handed over like it's nothing.
He just, did a quick wardrobe change, just ripped it off.
Listen, after the pandemic, no pantsing it is a thing. So I'm just saying, Cass, go ahead and tell us where we can find you.
What's going on? I'm Cass. You can find me at Mr. Must See TV on TikTok and Pump on Instagram.
Awesome. And last but not least, Malik.
Hi, I'm Malik. I'm the Jedi Smark everywhere. You can find me, Jedi Smark, wherever you do your social media.
All right. And again, we're talking about Superman, so let's go and get started. Guys, take it away. What do you want to talk about? What were your thoughts?
I cried 4 times. I've seen it multiple times. My girlfriend's upset with how much money I spent at the theater. It's an amazing experience.
Man, all I want to say is
bad.
I used to work at a comic book store for like 4 years down in Texas, and reading Superman is like something ingrained, I feel like, in every comic book fan. And to see such a cared for adaptation on screen with so much love to the Richard Donner movies, Superman the Animated Series, even like the Silver Age comics where the wacky, silly, goofy stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the time I finished this movie, I had like a late showing. I was wearing this blanket as a cape standing up, just like this is Superman. And I walked out. I went all the way home wearing this as a cape.
I was geeking. This was like the most this is like the most comic book, like Silver Age comic book movie I've ever watched. I was like, oh, this is amazing to me.
That's funny because I'll be honest with you. One of the things I was thinking about before this movie came out was DC's always been good about the animated movies and the animated stuff that they've done. And I was kind of trying to figure out what it was about the animated movies that's never translated to live action. And I feel like it's because the animated movies never explained to you. You just kind of knew what you were getting into, and they respected you for that. And even if you didn't, there was enough exposition to get you up to page with what was going on. And this movie did that. I mean, the Justice Gang was an established thing that did need to be explained. You had Peacemaker that was, being interviewed and was giving his crap. And it was just an established thing that metahumans have existed. It wasn't another origin story for a bunch of superheroes existing in the world.
Did everyone else's theater pop loud when Peacemaker showed up? Because they lost it when Chris was on that TV screen.
There was 3 people in my theater.
My theater was dead quiet, surprisingly.
Oh, we were packed, and like my crowds, when they saw Peacemaker, they started losing. Like, it's Peacemaker! Oh my god! Like they lost it for John Cena.
Unfortunately, I think myself and my mother were the loudest people in our showing, especially when John Cena showed up. We were like, "Oh my god, it's the GOAT!" And everyone was just, "Shut up."
Yeah, I did. So you could say like a good third of my theater lost their mind.
We had a good number of people in our theater, but like I'm gonna be honest, they weren't very loud. I think it may have been the crowd that we were in. And I'm sad to say the loudest was my 10-year-old, and it was for the most random thing. Some of you guys don't even know this. There's a personality on TikTok. When one of Lex Luthor's henchmen appeared with the bowl cut and the mustache, all of a sudden my son yells out, "Do it, lady!"
Period.
Oh my gosh. When you showed that on the last podcast, I was like, "Do it, lady?" Yeah, I've been seeing it, and now I'm like, "Do it, lady."
Right?
Now, how they approached this with like putting it in the middle of an already established universe. They had the Star Wars style crawl in the beginning to catch you up to speed. It opens the door for so many other things to be just introduced, and it was a really good way. Yeah,
the Authority.
Handle Savage.
The way they went about explaining certain things, like for instance, like the Justice Gang or Metamorpho, they did it in a natural way. Like with the Justice Gang, they had like the new broadcast, like, "Hey, these are the Justice Gang. That's Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific. You know, they work for Lord Tech." And how when we first got introduced to Metamorpho, you know, someone that not many people are
familiar with.
Familiar with. Lex Luthor gave like a brief description of who he was. He even gave like a brief description of the engineer and Ultraman when he was giving that the Planet Watch presentation. They did it in such a natural way. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're being thrown into this world, but you're getting this information just as character are too. So you're not expected to know anything.
Shout out to Mr. Terrific, who got a second chance at comic book movies after playing Darwin.
We shout out the engineer.
Another movie with Nicholas Hoult as well.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Where he's
Speaking
covered
of
in hair. That's Lex Luthor. That is Alexander Joseph Luthor. Like, I was gripping when he said, "My envy is a calling." I was gripping my seat. I went to my girl. I'm like, "Babe, that's. Can I swear on this?"
Yeah.
Because I can swear. I'm like, "That's fucking Lex Luthor, babe."
What were you saying, Kyle?
Oh no. To that same sentiment, it's just like when I was watching the movie, watching Nicholas Hoult, same with David Cornstalk, which we can talk about later. I wasn't watching an actor on screen. It felt like I was watching Lex Luthor. Like every action, every plan, every just like domino in effect felt like something Lex Luthor would do in his core. And his hate for Superman, so pure, so amazing. It's like
one of my favorite things. 1A on Ultraman being punching Superman straight in the face is so hilarious.
He's punching the air with him.
Yeah.
1A.
That's where we start. We have to have a good baseline, a nice right hook, and
I love
from there.
Program.
I love how he has a move dedicated to just kicking him in the balls too. That's also hilarious to me. Because like, who else will think about this but Lex Luthor? Like, he wants to hurt Superman in any way he can, and that hurt.
That hate speech. I'm like, him just rage baiting him the whole movie. And I'm like, oh,
dog,
I love this. And he's like,
one of my favorite.
He's like, oh, okay. It's like, what? It's like, you heard it right. It's like, no one.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. You remember the kid?
I also loved how when Superman goes to threaten Lex knew he was completely safe. There was no intimidation with him throwing the table or the desk. None of that. Because that's the thing. Lex knows Superman has a limit. And as much as he hates him, he knows he won't cross that line.
Yep.
And it was great. It was just, I loved it.
There's a little detail in that moment that scratches my brain so good. It's when Lex picks up the mug. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's the way he smoothly grabs that mug.
I love that, but you can also tell the glass is reinforced because the desk just kind of slams cracks but doesn't shatter. I'm like, Lex is just ready for it, like anything.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines from Lex in the movie is when he takes Superman to the pocket dimension. He's like, "Oh, you're obsessed with me." He's like, "Oh, tall, dark, and Martian isn't my type." He's like, "I'm Kryptonian." Same thing. It just like shows that how Lex doesn't care. Like he really doesn't care what planet he's from. He just cares because he's an alien. Like
it's so much like crazy things. It's the monkeys that are just like typing away. It's like
super shit.
It's so goofy. It's like, oh, this is like if he was to write his own, like if he got Grant Morrison to write this.
Ever?
Like, yeah, like the giant magnifying glass that powers him up. I'm like, this is Silver Age. This is Grant Morrison. Like no one thought about this yet.
ever since this movie, anyone that's been like talking trash or whatever, I've done a GIF, an emoji, or a picture of a monkey angry at a keyboard. It's been the best response.
It's universal at this point.
Yeah,
it is. I just call him, you're a pocket dimension monkey bot. Like, what are you talking about, man?
It's like
a fourth dimensional.
It's like the exact opposite of what Batman does in comics.
Yeah,
it's like, you guys think Batman's Bruce Wayne? No, he's stupid. Like, actually, maybe Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Cindy in the chat says he loved the Squirrel Rescue. It's one of his favorite parts.
Yeah,
I love that about him. It really showed like. And here's the thing, like, if you like even go back to like some of the Batman, Superman comics or some of the other stuff where there's like alternate worlds, there is this ideal that Superman could always go rogue for the sake of trying to help everyone. Because one, he wants to get rid of all the kryptonite. There's a clip that's been going around online with Mr. Terrific and Superman, where Superman wanted to get rid of all guns, and like there's that concept of like Superman wants to save lives. Sometimes that means he has to be put in check because he could overstep his bounds, and so what he did with interfering in war is absolutely a Superman thing, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The him saving the squirrel reminded me of like the animated Doomsday movie where I think it was like the dog on the bridge, and I was like, yes, like, yeah. Like, yeah, he would do that. Yes,
it was like the way he cradled the squirrel too. Like he put it down so gently.
That sequence reminds me, one thing I love about this movie is that he had a bunch of different creative uses of all of his powers, where it's like using the super breath to like blow the dog away from the kaiju, literally Looney Tunes style tunneling under the sidewalk.
Right.
That's the stuff I live for in comic book movies that I am so glad they were just peppered throughout. Just like even the Mr. Terrific fight scene of just how all the T-spheres were just like bam, bing, bang, bunk. And if you're like watching it, you can I don't know, it might have just been me, but you can like see like the comic art like pop off for the sound effects.
Yeah.
And just everything about this movie felt like it was for comic book fans, but also for the general public as a whole. It found that sweet spot that I feel like James Gunn is really good at like narrowing in on.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to think about in the scene when Superman's with, like in the crater and all of the people like Superman and they're like helping him. They're like, come on, let's do it. And then I immediately think of Zack Snyder's Superman and everybody's like,
no, Superman's back. No, they treat him like Godzilla.
It's like Superman, and they're like, "Yo, get up, Superman!" It's like Superman eats food at their stores and stuff. I really love it. Like the universe is really lived in, and that's super cool.
Like a good example of how lived in it is, like it's a very simple scene, but it says so much. Is like the scene of Guy Gardner at the diner watching the news report, like. You wouldn't see that in any other superhero media for DC. Like, I mean, sure, we've seen it sometimes in Marvel, but that's like shortly after a disaster happened. This is just Guy Gardner just chilling, like in his full costume at a diner eating cereal.
Like, that? It's a fourth dimensional imp. He's just like chilling. He's like, they got it.
Speaking of like lived in, the mural in the Hall of Justice, I about nearly like I lost it. I'm like, that's Wildcat. That's Shining Knight. Wait a minute. Like, whoa.
Dr. Fate.
Vibe.
Stargirl.
Everybody loves Vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
Cisco Ramon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, just me, I guess.
Powers again, guys.
Green Arrow. No.
also, shout out to also the guy who gives Superman falafel in the movie's name is Malik. Hey, and I got very excited by that.
Hey.
And then what happens to him happens, and I was less excited.
I thought that scene was going to be longer. I did not expect him to like die after the second shot.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
It was so shocking. You expected it to be drawn out. Even Lex is like, I thought that would have lasted longer.
Like his lack of care for life is like, oh, this is Lex. All he cares about is like what he wants. It's like tunnel vision. He doesn't care. It's like this person's just a stepping stone.
I'll be back with somebody else you care about. Maybe that reporter you keep giving interviews to us.
I thought he was going to say Lois Lane. I thought he was going to say Lois Lane there.
It's like the girlfriend that was stuck in the pocket dimension, and they threw her in at the end, and it's like, oh, for sending sexy selfies to somebody else. It's like, no, that's not what you did. But okay,
known better.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite lines about Lex from Eve Tessmacher is when Jimmy's like, why don't you just break up with Lex? I'm like, because he keeps bringing up his girlfriend who's in prison, his ex-girlfriend in a pocket dimension right now. So yeah, I'm like, and I messaged my friend that he was like, that's a uniquely type of Lex Luthor abuse.
Isn't that when Jimmy said, what the fuck? Or something like that? He's like so surprised.
That's when she says he tortured the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him torture a dog.
So I guess we should say this because it is being asked. Spoilers are okay. So if you haven't seen the film, we haven't really told you a whole lot specifically about it, but we've been talking for 17 minutes. Now it's going to get into spoiler territory if we continue talking. Nothing's held back. So go.
So Lex Luthor is bald.
That is something
Superman.
I thought they were gonna like bring in from like All-Star Superman, where it's like in the comics, his eyebrows are drawn on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, are they gonna do that? It's like no, but his hate is still there.
I was so sure at some point he was gonna like you see these real muscles. Superman doesn't have real muscles. I worked for these. He's just Kryptonian. I'm like,
they kind of.
I feel like they're setting that up, though.
Yeah, with him going to Belle Reve.
With the was it his speech where it's like they bring me up with like Einstein and Galileo. It's like I hate that shit.
he's like they did something. You just landed here. They started fawning over you.
It's like that. Like reminded me of the Lex Luthor like building. I was like, not that alien bullshit.
Do you guys think it was intentional that Gunn picked someone who auditioned for Superman and didn't get it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes. At a certain point, I just believe everything that Gunn does is intentional.
No, really. I was watching
Gun Jam,
and I was like, as a big Authority fan.
I love the clips though of Gunn like intentionally making Nathan Fillion Guy Gardner just so that he could make him wear a stupid wig, and then like was just like, we should bleach his sideburns, not only for any other reason that he'd have to go around with bleached sideburns. I love the way he mistreats that man.
When the Mr. Terrific, when he moves his face out the way, he's like, I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. I was watching an interview and that was improvised, and he told the guy, he's like, so can I come up to you in the seat? I'm gonna like mush your face. He's like, go for it, do it. Like he did it the first time. James Gunn said, cut, do it harder.
Yeah.
To go into like mega spoilers territory, my favorite Superman villain is Bizarro. So when that mask came off, I let up the highest pitched scream you've ever heard in your life. I was in a state to the second for a second I thought he was going to say, me am Ultraman. I thought he was going to say something at first. but he clearly is gonna come back because he's gonna get inverted in the black hole.
Yep.
That'd be
The
amazing.
Cubes. Bizarre World.
Oh my god.
I will tell you, I don't know if Deadpool and Wolverine has like ruined me to this, but I thought it would have been so funny if it was Henry Cavill.
That's
Yeah, a lot of people
That's what I thought it was gonna be too.
I had faith. I had faith that it was going to be something fun and interesting, and I feel vindicated.
That was me, Tom.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was Hayden Christensen for like 2.5 seconds.
I've been seeing that all. Everybody's like, Ultraman gets unmasked. It's Anakin Skywalker.
It was the way the hair was falling. It was giving Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep looking at these Superman symbols, and I'm like, I could definitely see you flipping this to an Ultraman for you. That's why I keep moving my head like this.
What's the other thing? Oh, the fight scenes. Well, the ragdolling of Engineer to hit Ultraman also really got me.
I love how many spins.
I feel like we should talk about this because Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane, damn near perfection.
Yep.
I've never seen The Marvelous Miss Maisel, but everyone has been recommending it to me and being like, that's probably why she got cast. But even without seeing that and just like reading comics and watching the cartoons and the movies, she captured the fact that Lois Lane is reporter first, person second, and Superman's girlfriend third. And I kind of love that dichotomy of the interview scene with Clark and Lois, where she's not softballing him at all. And he's having a hard time trying to keep the Superman facade because the Clark can't still like, wait, no, we had that conversation.
You know the answer, even though it's a valid question to ask, why it's juicy. Like,
and that's Lois Lane.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like one of the
Pulitzer Prize winner.
Oh yeah, they're journalists. Like they never really bring it up. There's like it's always like a power creep between like them fighting and him doing his actual job. It's like, oh, like the job is also part of the movie, and that's nice. Where it's like, how do you get information? It's awesome.
I'm glad.
While we talk about the scene, I want to pose something. I look at like shot study and composition a lot. So people have complained that in the trailer, like Superman leans forward with the voice like this, but in the movie he leans forward like this.
Okay.
I don't know why they're complaining. I just wanted to say that.
Well, we now know it's a monkey in a pocket dimension typing away. That's what it is now.
It's the pocket dimension.
Tony, you got to let Johnny in case you didn't see him.
Johnny's here.
Oh, it's good.
Wait, I don't see him. Where is he?
To the right.
I think another good scene that like shows
that
the journalism side, like shows the journalism side, is like the scene where Jimmy Olsen, Lois, and I keep forgetting like who their boss
Perry
name
White.
is. Perry White, where they're all just going over this whole big plan of like Lex's whole plan, while everyone's like panicking and trying to escape the city. Like it just shows you how focused they are on their job and how like serious they take this. Like this is a life-threatening event happening. But let's make sure we got this information on Lex Luthor.
Like explosions in the background. Now, why would Lex Luthor do that?
The fact that they're in the Mr. Terrific saucer, and they're literally doing the bullpen right then and there, and you see like Perry like giving directions, and Jimmy's doing the copy, and Lois is flying while giving him the dictation.
Screaming.
Yeah, and like and I love I love the moment when Jimmy gets like the cred enough to be able to call Perry because it's Chief until that point. And it's like, it's Perry and let's get going. And I love that about them, just seeing them all work together.
I will say, I wish, I think his last name's Thorpe. I wish he got at least a line because he just shows up because like he's the other investigative journalist on the Daily Planet crew. Like I was like, oh, there's Robert Thorpe, and he's just kind of there. Okay.
I didn't notice him into my second watch through. I was like, who is this random guy? I was like, who is this?
It's like I think the Daily Planet needed just one more scene, and like and that gripe would have gone away. You know,
I just needed more of like Superman as Clark. Honestly, that would have been perfect.
My girlfriend had the same thing,
especially because how like good his Clark was.
Yeah.
The way
also, it's just like seeing him with that messy hair. I'm like, oh, I kind of like this now.
Yeah.
Because like seeing the set photos a while back, I'm like, why, what? But now that I've seen it in the movie, I'm like, yeah, I kind of
like
fuck with it.
even the way he sat in his chair was like the way Clark would sit. Like, I just love this movie.
I feel like it's fair to say
really
that
know
David
Clark.
Cornsweet with this performance is Superman in a lot of people's
Oh,
eyes.
all the promotional stuff, like it sold me completely on the movie. Seeing all their TikToks of David Cornsweet and the rest of the cast just interacting with each other, and it's like, oh, these are their characters. They are these characters for
like
sure.
Like the one where Jimmy's like, "Oh, I'm leaving my phone with Superman. Superman, can you watch my phone?" What?
Oh. This movie was really good.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking in my brain, I was like, I cried to this movie. I never cried to a DCEU movie in my life.
For real.
I'm trying to think it through.
Not even the Flash?
Some of them made me cry, but for other reasons.
The only time I came close to like having like genuine tears of like joy or anything along that line was watching that first Shazam film, and that was it.
Oh,
what's the closest I came?
What's the closest you came?
To
the crying at a DCEU.
Hey, you're fired.
There
You're
you
fired.
go.
When I found out there was a harem.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
It probably started with the harem. Which, by the way, okay.
Speaking of which, Bradley Cooper's Jor-El.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
So funny enough, I actually knew a lot of the spoilers beforehand, so I knew Bradley Cooper was gonna be Jor-El. So when I saw him, I'm like, there he is, because during a lot of the ads, was it James Gunn is saying how Palm Clementif is there, Bradley Cooper's there, some Michael Rooker's there, and everyone's just like, oh, they're gonna be the robots, it's gonna be fun, and they're gonna be with Alan Tudyk, and then I'm just in the back here going like, no, he's gonna be Jor-El. A lot of people are gonna love it.
Yeah.
However, speaking of the harem, though, not a fan of the harem change for the House of L as a whole. I think it strips away from the immigrant aspect.
I'm calling it now. It's the Eradicator. The Eradicator altered that message, and they can't see that he altered it because he's a Kryptonian AI. That's the Eradicator messing around with that. Brainiac makes sense to. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Alex.
Oh no, you're good. I was thinking it was Zod.
See, the Eradicator is. The Eradicator is the one that makes the most sense because that's the Kryptonian AI that like protects Clark on his way to like Earth, but also it is obsessed with preserving and continuing Krypton's legacy and Krypton. I think it even wanted to kill John because he wasn't pure Kryptonian enough in one of the comics. Yeah, so like
I own that Peter J. Tomasi run.
Yeah, like that, just like, okay, what being would want this Kryptonian progeny spread throughout? Oh, the Eradicator, because like that's what it's meant to do.
That's a good hypothesis. But at the end of the day, like just judging it purely as like the film itself and in its isolation at the moment, I'm just on it. And plus it has a lot of interesting questions that I think really do need to be answered when Woman of Tomorrow comes out. Because like, let's say Jor-El is right. The Kryptonians, like we know the House of L is like, get a harem, dude. Go on and fucking get bitches. But we don't know if that's the entire House of L, including Kara, or if that's the entirety of the Kryptonian society, or what. Because like in My Adventures with Superman, like the Kryptonians in that were like also conquerors, so should be interesting.
So to touch on something that also Mr. Snidbit said in the chat about Supergirl, that was great casting, great scene with her. And
oh yeah,
it also it reminded me of the cartoon of my Adventures with Superman, because her story could be very, very similar in the movie universe. And just I was not expecting her to be like, later bitch, and just leave.
I love the party girl aspect, honestly.
I was fully expecting like a large belch before she left.
It's ripped straight out of the comics, like Woman of Tomorrow. Like that's
when
there
she
are so many scenes of her drunk.
When she like that's where Lobo comes from.
Yeah.
Like, meeting him at like a weird bar.
Yeah.
I love Lobo.
I'm very glad they didn't decide to do the whole people call it just copy and paste super like Supergirl from like, you know, from like Clark to her, and like, no, let's give her own definitive personality, because like she is meaner, she is rougher. I think the new like one of my
way more depressed and angrier.
Yeah, I always point like the new Krypton arc where she was, when the Kryptonians came back and were like, yeah, let's start getting rough, and Kara was like, yeah, let's get rough, right? Like immediately with them, and Clark's like, whoa, wait a minute.
I can't wait to see how they distinguish like how different her and Clark are. And I feel like one of the many ways we're going to see that is through the combat, because I feel like she's going to be a lot more brutal and rough and like
fighting dirty,
a bit more unhinged.
Yeah, like one of my favorite scenes of Kara fighting comes from this animated movie where she's fighting Darkseid, and she like grabs, like she flies behind Darkseid, grabs him by the face, and put him in front of his own like Omega beams. It doesn't make sense, but it's such a great scene. Like
Batman Superman Apocalypse is the
savagery. Yeah.
To piggyback off of that, we're gonna keep Krypto with her. I loved Krypto in this movie,
right?
So we still get to have Krypto with her. And one of my favorite quotes from, I think it's World's Fun? No, Public Enemy #1, when Superman goes, yeah, a lot of people would rather fight me than Krypto because Krypto doesn't do half measures. like
Krypto's a dog. There is zero control.
Yeah, it was just the way that they sprinkled like a little bit of violence into this movie is when Krypto beat the shit out of Lex. That was so funny.
It reminded me of the Hulk and Loki scene.
Same. That was exactly where my head went.
Yeah.
And like it's actually horrifying from like Lex's like people's point of view, where it's like this dog is just lifting this full-grown man and like dunking him, and they're all like, "Oh my god,
screaming
oh my god.
like it's bloody murder."
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't be horrified. He keep poking Superman. I expected something to happen to him.
For a second, I thought Lex was about to die right there. I was like, oh.
And the thing is, Clark didn't go, or Superman didn't go. Krypto stopped.
He was like, hey, come on.
Hey, stop
I
doing
can't
that.
do it. You know, or
Oh,
like,
man.
He didn't even go unscathed. Like, Lex had a broken arm
wait.
For a
hurting
second,
him.
I thought like Superman was gonna like be good dog after he did that.
Right?
Dude, that's what the scene on the moon was. He was being like, "Oh man, that was really cool of you."
He's like, "Good boy, do that again. Here's a treat."
In the comics, like he'd say that Krypto actually understands like English.
Yeah,
Krypto
like,
in
his
like
thought
the
bubbles
comics
are
is
in English.
very different. Like Krypto in the comics is like the most well-trained, well-behaved, best boy ever kind of dog.
Yeah.
James Gunn kind of just took that and flipped it. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it.
Something that I found cool is that like Krypto was the first character that James Gunn thought of for like that's how he kind of snowballed to the movie, where it's like he looked at his own dog, his like
his dog's name is Ozu, I think.
Yeah,
and was like, this dog is crazy. What if I put a cape on it and gave it powers? And like the first scene of the movie is the first scene that he wrote. I'm like, oh, this is sick. Like. Oh
yes,
yeah.
I remember if it was an article or interview, but it's like, yeah, he didn't understand because James Gunn doesn't like to write characters if he doesn't understand. Like that's just his principle, and he didn't know what his end would be to write Superman, and then Krypto was his like through line. He's like, you know what? I think I can get behind this.
And see. Now I want all the super pets. I want Comet. I want Beppo. I want Streaky. I want all three of them to show up in the sequels now.
Well, listen,
I know parrot, dude.
I mean, we are getting Damien in this universe, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Bat-Cow.
I was gonna say I need Bat-Cow. And I need John to go up to Damien and go like, do you want me to help milk your cow?
Now, before we get to the pets, maybe we could get like a good Batman and Robin movie first.
Yes.
What about a good Robin movie animated?
A dynamic duo. Man, when I saw the studio's like demo that they put out of like the stuff that they kind of do, I was like, oh, this might be peak.
Like I saw it, I was like,
is dynamic duo DCU or is it Elseworlds?
Elseworld.
Elseworld.
Yeah.
All animated.
Elseworlds,
or
gotcha,
claymation animated.
Yeah, it's like a combination of both and a little bit of CGI. Their studio is really cool with the things they do.
Yeah, it's
Like,
very
I
interesting.
saw the announcement. I'm like, I don't know. And I saw the studio. Like, they had the studio name very big. I'm like, should I like look them up and see what they're about? In their website, it just has their reel, and everything they do just like from ground up, handmade sets, incorporating CGI where it makes sense. I got so excited. I was like, I don't care what the movie's about. I want this studio to just make a movie.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, they threw they're throwing Dick Grayson in. I'm like, I'm in. You got my boy in there. I am 100% in.
Because it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. I was immediate confusion.
Yep.
I was
And
like,
Jason's gonna be a ginger. And Jason's
and then
gonna
I
be a
saw
ginger.
the studio's real. I'm like, I don't care which I'll make. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna look beautiful. Y'all, as long as if the story's there, y'all got me in the seat just from the studio room.
So cool.
So David Cornsweet said that like one thing he really wants to do is that he really wants to be in something R-rated. He wants to be Superman in an R-rated project in the DCU going forward. And so people are theorizing like, do you think we might see him like for a brief appearance in like Peacemaker season 2 or something like that?
Well, maybe because only for the simple reason that James Gunn said that Superman's next appearance is not going to be in his sequel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that does open up the door for him to be in Peacemaker, which I don't know if that would be
Guy
too
Garner's in
soon
it.
to
We
see him
know
again.
Hawkwoman's
I
in it,
don't care.
Hawkgirl.
He could also be in Green Lanterns.
True.
There also is Supergirl as well.
Yeah.
Fun David Cornsweet fact. The first play company that he worked with, their motto was "Shoot for the stars."
Oh, he shot for the stars already.
Yeah.
I also just love how like a big nerd he is. Like I've heard him talking about James Bond and how he was given like
Star Wars.
Yeah, like he was
was
like, yeah.
listening to the Star Wars soundtrack and doing the call outs they did on
Episode 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Battle Yavin.
It's just like, oh, he's a fan.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
No, but on top of that, him go like, Lego, I want you to make me a Lego. Make me a Lego. I'm like, this man's a Lego nerd. Fuck yes.
Oh yeah, like what did his wife gave him the wrap gift for the Millennium Falcon. And he's like, I'm just gonna turn off the phone and I'm just gonna do that all weekend. Like, yeah.
He would ask James Gunn like too many questions on set to the point where James Gunn would just tell him to shut the fuck up.
But also like, the fact that he's the reason why we have a Superman with trunks as well, though, is perfect.
But also David liked James Gunn telling him to shut the hell up, because he's like, finally, I have a director that would direct me. I don't know what the fuck I would do. Like, I need help, and he's a director who it's like, no, you need to like accentuate your movements. Bring your hand up like this, like lean towards like James Gunn is gonna make sure his actors act.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of James Gunn and the work that he's done. Love all his movies, and I think one of the things that I've just picked up on, one is because he loves the fans. He really like owns whatever he's involved with, and just kind of seeing how he responds, like before the movie even comes out and people are like, making assumptions about what's going on in the film, and he will confirm or deny that something's happening, and that takes a lot of care.
Shut people down.
Yeah,
I just love it so much.
I love how like he's been getting really vulnerable in a lot of these interviews for Superman.
Talking about his firing, especially. I'm like, damn.
Yes. Like there's a moment he went to start his sentence and he went, "Ooh, I'm getting emotional, like realizing I'm about to talk about this." Like, and he talks about how he was at like an emotional low when he got fired from Disney because I didn't expect him to get this deep because it was just like a random interview. He goes, "I never felt like I truly felt the love of another person until I was at a Guardians panel and saw the uproar of the crowd. and like that was like real love from other people to him. And when they got ripped away, he was sad. And to see the heights he's soaring at now, it's just like it was so well deserved because he thought he was like, I want to have a great catalog that people can look back on and love. And in that moment, he was like, is this enough? Have I done enough? Like, to just say this in tier and just like, now he's the head of the DC movies and he, like, James Gunn, you deserve it.
Can we also just say that it was a perfect storm? One, because it showed that the amount of people that poured over. I know I did. I donated money to put a billboard outside of Burbank that said "Save the Galaxy, rehire James Gunn."
I remember seeing that.
And so like the outpouring of support, but it was right at the same time that he was a part of Brightburn and a gritty non-Superman, like Superman origin. And it was like a perfect storm because I feel like DC didn't really care what had happened to get him fired. It was more of like, let's get him in there. And I love the fact that when Kevin went to get him rehired, or when Alan Horn reached out to him, he talked to Kevin and he's like, listen, I'm doing a DC film. And the first thing Kevin Feige goes is, oh, you're doing Superman. Because like,
fun fact, they like when he was fired, they immediately went, James Gunn Superman. He's like, no, no.
He said no.
Like, I'll do like a Suicide Squad. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like they immediately said James Gunn Superman. Like let's go.
Yeah. So, there's one thing that I want to say about why I'm glad they started with Superman in the whole like true introduction of this world. Like I know we had Peacemaker and Creature Commandos, but I feel like this is like the true introduction of this like universe. And Vincent brought it up earlier about Grant Morrison, and I don't remember the name of the book, but he talks about how Superman is like the linchpin of superheroes.
This is
like not just it's not just in DC, but just in like the zeitgeist as a whole, that he holds so much weight that for a lot of the times in the comics, Superman was dealing with stuff that like regular people were dealing with, but in like a super way.
Wife beaters, stuff like that.
Yeah. And I love that James Gunn saw what was the last adaptation of Superman and what it did to comic book fans and just like people as a whole, and said, you know what? Maybe punk rock is the new kindness, or whatever the line is. And
being kind is the new
we benefited for it.
Yeah.
What was it? Keep going.
No, go ahead.
I think it was in Grant Morrison's, I believe, biography where he talks about like how he fell in love. They fell in love with Superman because their father was the scariest thing to their father was nuclear weapons, right? But that was their generation. In Grant Morrison's generation, it's just like ideas, like the unknown. So Superman has to be stronger than like what we fear because he is hope. And that's like kind of the overlapping idea for Superman for other heroes.
I've seen that interview. He even goes on to say, like, when he was writing his Superman, he's like,
oh my
what if I made Superman a socialist? And I'm like, yeah, no, Superman should be a socialist through and through. Yes, Nico, you did.
No, I looked at the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah.
I just saw like a spray of comments.
That's Kendrick.
Oh my gosh.
I love that Vincent guy. Fact.
Kendrick brought up the punk rock thing. I remember I watched somebody else's review on the Superman movie, and they're like, why do they keep bringing up punk rock? Why what's his obsession with being punk rock? It's like, because he's out. In my brain, there's like a bunch of different ideas of, like, you could go through like, he is punk rock now, like being like someone helping others would be considered punk rock now because that's not really the norm nowadays. And then there's like his identity, like who is Superman? That's punk rock. Like it's not what punk rock isn't what we usually think it is. It's not the same thing as it was when it was like invented. And like that kind of depressed me.
Punk rock in its essence, I guess, is like the purest idea of like going against the grain. And what is it? Have you guys checked out the Superman Spotify playlist that James Gunn?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have Spotify. I want to know who my character would be.
I got the engineer.
I got Mr. Terrific.
So did I.
I got Eve because my friends use my phone for road trips and they always play Taylor Swift, and her playlist is almost entirely Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. But regardless,
I know I would get the engineer. In my heart.
Hey, give it a try. But when James is doing those playlists, he has like a little intro for each character for what he thinks is right for each character. And for Clark, he specifically says like, I deliberately chose songs that Clark thinks are punk rock, but in its essence aren't entirely. But in his heart of heart, it's just like it has a slightly punk tune, but the messaging is what matters most. And they're all like these nice little positive songs. You got oh god, what else is there? I think it's Hey There Maria or something like that. Or
I got Dear Maria, come in.
Dear Maria.
Oh wait,
there we go.
Let me stop before I get copyright or something.
I could see.
No, you can't even
the middle. Dear Maria, count me in, shake it out. I'm down. San Francisco, the underdog, stuff like that.
I remember really liking Ultraman's because I think it was like Motorhead and stuff. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
I have to look these up. I don't use Spotify either, but I'd like to see what these look like.
Yeah,
I like it.
You get cool gimmicks like this.
Yeah.
And a DJ.
Yeah, an AI DJ.
Before
you also get an AI podcast where they talk about your interests.
Sponsor?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Spotify Rap. They had 2 AI talk about what you listen to. It was really weird and uncanny. I felt like violated after.
I didn't see that.
They fired
funky. But also at the same time, I'm like looking at Spotify lately, just go like, no, I don't think I want to support you anymore. Apparently, they're using like their tech to support the military. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh. Well, this just got uncomfortable.
This is why I have Apple Music as a backup.
Everything we just said
owned by Lex Luthor.
Exactly.
No, oh my god, what would it be in the DCU? Lexify or something? Or Luthify? There we go. Lex Tunes, there it is.
L Tunes, there we go. I like L Tunes.
Oh my god.
Music.
All the merch ideas.
I think we haven't talked much about like the Justice Gang themselves as well, and like how awesome they were.
Feeling is fucking perfection.
The Justice Gang with the Justice League logo on their chest.
Just to segue into that, one of my favorite parts of the movie is Hawkgirl dropping the president from the sky.
Okay, I'm going to same, but at the same time, I cannot stand Hawkgirl in this movie.
Oh my god,
keeps coming up so goddamn much. My ears felt like they were bleeding.
But that's the point. She was amazing.
She's a bird.
Skill issue,
though. No restraint.
It's a battle cry,
dude. Right. It's a battle cry.
She's a 10, but she screams like
Fanbox.
She's still a 10.
She's still a 10.
Hey,
would you say that to Carter? I don't think so.
Hell no. His last name is Deathbringer. I'm fine, bro.
Imagine when Donna comes on screen. I mean, Diana. Wait.
Dinah,
Black Canary.
Oh,
yeah.
here's the thing. I already do not like Diana Wonder Woman in like the past DCEU with her own theme, with how obnoxious. Electric violin is so loud. It is
that might have been the best part of DCU.
I was gonna say that might have single-handedly carried those movies.
That and her costumes.
Yeah.
Not her acting.
No.
Max Lord, you need to give up the.
You need to hand me the stone. Sorry, I'm putting too much
Hold on, let me get you
my
golden share costume.
No.
Yeah, it's like I cared about those lines. I put too much emotion.
Did you guys see that one review for Superman where it was like, "Oh, this movie's so good, call me Gal Gadot because I don't know how to act."
That's been my favorite review so far.
For real.
That's one of my favorite ones. Actually, no. Very quickly, speaking of like previous DC actors, and then with this new one, have you guys seen how the Jason Todd Robin actors reacting from Titans to this?
He's crashing out.
He is crashing out. It is hilarious.
He's crashing.
It reaffirms every single belief I have about that goddamn show and most of the actors. Honestly,
he was like on I think
he's going
Instagram
out there going super woke
and just being
like,
oh,
that.
so no Red Hood?
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, you weren't even the best part of that god awful show.
You want to talk about
Boy spinoff before that?
You want to talk about actors showing your whole ass? Dean Cain.
Oh my god!
We've known about Dean Cain for years, though. Is the thing. This is just like the newest DC actor to crash out. We've had we've had Zachary Levi, and now we've had what's this guy's face?
It was
whatever his name.
That movie. My bad, just sunk in. It's like no Red Hood.
Right? No Red Hood. What are you talking about?
Appreciate it, Vincent.
When I processed, I went, what?
I had a loading bar on my face. So no Red Hood. Oh
yeah, did you see that Nightmare blunt rotation on Piers Morgan? It was Piers, Nerdrotic, Dean Cain, and all those other like whack jobs.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it was nightmare fuel. It was talking about how like super woke is a milk toast, and I bet he likes to cry. It's like
shout out to I forgot the actor's name, but Captain Man. Shout out to Captain Man for for supporting this movie. He was like you're only calling Superman's woke because he's kind, because he's a good person. Like y'all are not good people.
If being woke is being good now, then that what I say about you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like one of my favorite DC actors react to this is the actor who played Bruce Wayne in Gotham, because his response was such a Bruce Wayne thing. He was like, "Oh, this movie's alright. Clark is simple, but you know what's better? Batman, because he's not simple. Yo,
did you see the guy who's like
funny at least though?
You see the guy who's like, I'd eat 3 shoes if they do the house should have ended Batman and Superman scene. I'm like, yo. And James Gunn's like, so if I do this, you're going to eat those 3 shoes, right? It's like, bet. James
it's James Gunn is really tapped into people talking about this. There was one guy who's like, how can I get into this movie? James Gunn's like, I'll message you. Yeah. He's one of the reporters in the movie.
Actually, think about reporters. They have Christopher Reeve's son as a reporter, who in real life is an actual reporter. I remember watching the movie. I'm just like, oh shit, that's Chris Reeve's son. I was
apparently
George.
Apparently, one of the news reporters, I think the one who interviews Lex, was also in Creature Commandos interviewing people, and I was like, "Oh, really? Yeah."
Sphere. I remember
all of the streets are
James Gunn said all the animated voice actors will play their live-action counterparts.
Except for Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk will just play everyone.
Yeah,
he just plays it out.
The Lex from Smallville,
any role it can get
too.
Yeah, and then one of the Raptors was like Wally West from Justice League Unlimited.
Oh yeah,
that's Lex from Smallville. What was talking about?
Rosenbaum?
Was it?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Michael Rosenbaum.
Also one of my favorite Lex Luthors.
I really need to get into Smallville, I guess.
I have not watched Smallville yet. I need to do that.
It's like
one day.
13, 16 seasons?
Wait, you'll be fine.
You're a big Smallville fan.
No, I was saying he needs to get into it.
Okay, cool. I thought you said in agreement. I was like, you tried to get me to watch all seasons of Smallville in like a month.
Because you need to.
Listen, I have the complete series on DVD. Every so often I will muscle through the Allison Mack performances, and I will go through that movie.
So I was where it's just a guy in like a silver jacket looking like Quicksilver from Days of Future Past.
It's tough. Okay,
Andy Frank.
It's tough.
That was the style.
I don't know if we brought up, speaking of Smallville, Mom and Pa Kent is just so wonderfully wholesome in this movie.
And I love the fact that we didn't lose a parent.
Yeah.
Not yet.
But how is he going to relate to Batman?
Martha.
The ending of the movie.
Killed Martha.
At the ending of the movie where they're like, oh, he likes to watch videos of his parents. I thought they were going to show like the Kryptonian parents, and it's like him as a kid. I was like, oh, oh, he cares about his parents finally. Oh my god!
I started
tearing the entire time is the thing.
I started crying at that moment too. That and when like Pa tells me he's proud of him, I'm like, oh god,
because I'm so used to like every like cartoons just writing them out. It's like it's just he only has 2 parents. It's the Kryptonian ones. Like no, his Earth parents are very important.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes from Justice League Unlimited is like when he invites Martian Manhunter to have, I think it was like Christmas or Thanksgiving with his parents. Like, it's such a Clark thing to do, this movie gave off that same vibe.
Him a sweater, and they're like, we weren't sure if it would fit, and then he literally morphs his body into it. Just goes, I think I can grow into it.
So the one moment I really want them to do is like Pa Kent wagging his finger at like one of Superman's enemies. Like I think in the Superman the Animated Series, it was Calabac. It was a Father's Day special, and Calabac was like, Darkseid doesn't love me, so I'm gonna go destroy Earth. And like Calabac's losing his mind and like smashing buildings, and Pa Kent goes, you need to learn some manners, young son. To Calabac. So now I just want that
I
moment.
will take him waving a finger over him stopping his own son from saving him from a fucking tornado again.
Should I have let them die?
Maybe.
What the fuck, Paul? Okay, here's the thing though. It's so I'm a little bit annoyed going back to like the whole Kryptonian thing though. It was like we seem to only get one or the other, where you can only either have good Kents and bad Kryptonians, or bad Kryptonians or good Kryptonians and bad Kents. What the fuck is going on?
The reason I don't have a problem with this movie is because I think the message James Gunn was trying to tell was like, that planet is gone.
Yeah.
You have parents here who love you and care about you. The message wasn't your parents. That's what you got from it, and what the Kents instilled in him and really solidified what it meant to be a good person. So it's not to be like, oh, the elves are bad. It's like, hey, you don't have to focus on your past when your present is right here.
Yeah,
and love
somehow put more hope into a movie that's filled with it.
Yeah, the Kents even like reiterate the fact that it's like you can't govern what your child's going to become. You can only raise them and hope for the best, and they're not always going to end up the way you want them, but you still love them regardless. And I think that was like the message that came into it, because the whole time, and I think this it's what culminates for the end for Superman is he understands it's the humanity of himself that really makes him super. He has all these abilities, but it's because of his fear and his love for people and everything else that makes him more human than Lex is.
Yeah.
But okay, so like the way I viewed Superman, like everyone's gonna have a different interpretation, and I get that. But like for me at least, it's always been the fact like the alien was always the metaphor for being an immigrant, of course, right? And I think this in this film he doesn't completely
That's very true,
away with it. It just feels as though like this isn't necessarily a Kal-El or a Clark Kent who would wear the name Kal-El in some sense. It's because of what is now associated with the House of L's and the Kryptonians. So there's that level of disconnect, because like I look at it like I have a Chinese name, and growing up as a kid, like people call you a communist, they call you an android, whatever, calculator, shit like that, shit that dehumanizes you. And I think with me at least, there's a level of acknowledging the fact that you are an alien or an immigrant or whatever it is that you are proud of, in spite of what everyone says and screams at you. So when like Lex screams like, you're nothing more than another alien, and Superman responds with that wonderful speech, I will not deny, of I'm as human as anyone else. Sure. But at the same time, I would have loved it if he still went like, yeah, I'm an alien, but I'm still just as human as anyone else. Me being an alien doesn't take away from my humanity or something like that.
I understand
Either way,
that
he's more human than Lex Luthor.
Yeah, that. But like,
that.
There's been in the points in the movie, even with the interview with Lois, where he's talking to someone who like he wants to understand him, and he's talked about how candid how he is an alien from a different planet, and that he's fine with that. Y'all aren't. That's the point that I feel like he's trying to get across. Because like coming from parents of immigrants too, it's a lot of what you said, but it's also a lot of like, making the people perceive you as a person and not just as an immigrant. And I feel like that's the message that James Gunn wanted to get across in this movie, because it's like he knows he's an alien and he's cool with it. It's what people view that like moniker as, and you saw how fast they switched on him and how fast they switched back.
Which
so
screw
he
that
knows.
one dude who threw the can at him. I'm like, really?
Earth would have been gone. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's over. That's why we're not Superman and Clark is.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm crazy.
If I was standing next to the guy who threw the can, I would turn like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What's wrong with you?
You just saw what he did to that
He's
giant
still
monster.
Superman.
He can literally save a squirrel, or he can end you in a heartbeat.
He could like destroy an entire building. You're gonna throw a can at him, and that was a testament to the fact that they knew he wasn't gonna hurt them. They were hating him, but he wasn't gonna hurt them.
That just reminded me of like another thing in the movie I loved is like how considerate of his surroundings Superman was. Exactly. Like when he stops the giant monster, like the kaiju,
he stops the foot and just
he's like
blows the dog away.
Or like when he stops
blowing the dog away was really funny.
And like you see the glass crack a little bit from him backing on it. It's so
and
Superman.
that's when the music swelled too. That's when it hit that like final beat of the classic theme. That was such a perfect moment for that.
Hey buddy, look up.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go
the sequence, like for me, of just like not just being aware of his surroundings, but also like when he gets to let loose, like when all the raptors are coming in, he's just like, oh, like we're gonna kill him, like good luck with that, and then just like almost like some crazy, like I love when they don't shy away from making people overpowered, and he has like 80 dudes piled on him, and he's like, just like spinning them all off.
Definitely
chest reveal
regardless.
Like
this man is 100% like he is holding back. He does not want to harm anyone because we know for a fact
he doesn't want to hurt the kaiju.
Exactly, but like we know for a fact if he threw an entire punch into Ultraman, you would have seen a shockwave, heard it regardless. Something. Right?
He barely half strength knocked all that guy's teeth out into the camera.
Yeah.
I like how they show the detail that all of those raptors are still alive, despite just being
that too.
And wasted by Superman. They're all alive. He took them out non-lethally.
But also at the same time, though, like how shit is that armor? Because Mr. Terrific's out here just punching dudes bare hands, and they're
that's
like,
Superman.
That's just
probably just the difference between mass-produced and like Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, I will say that armor still kept you alive after getting blasted by heat vision. I will say, and falling from that height, so it's still pretty good armor.
Still pretty good armor.
Better than Superman.
For all we know, they might have been roadied. Their legs may not work like they used to.
It'll
before.
keep you alive, but you can't like hold your own in a fight with Superman.
It's like the Hammer suit where it's like it's just backwards now.
I hate that scene. No.
Oh my gosh! I can't wait.
Oh yeah, what is it? Most of the world 10 years. Justin Hammer 20.
Yeah. One of the questions that like I'm surprised we didn't get to see asked like during the interviews were like, oh, how do you think Superman would react to seeing other members of the Super family? So like, how would he react to seeing Connor, or how would this Superman react? Well, I guess to having a son, like, because like we got asked about like Batman. We also didn't get asked about Wonder Woman. Like, I wish the interviewers asked him more questions of how he thinks this Superman would interact with characters like Wonder Woman, Connor, and someone like Booster Gold or the Flash. Like, how would he react to all the superheroes? Like, of course, we got the general like Batman, but the DC universe is so like it's so much wider, and Superman has interacted with so many other characters that I just want to know David Cornswell's opinion on
how. This
how
is what you get when you get like your standard movie goers. Let's be honest here. Like we're like full blown comic books.
Yeah.
Like, we know magic can hurt Superman, which makes me really want to question like what happens when this Superman comes across magic and gets his ass handed to him.
Superman takes a second though.
I do say I want to see Superman talk to Vigilante.
And I need the authority.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, how is Engineer going to be a part of the authority
now? Like it's it's been pushed back. They don't really like the script that they had. It's still in the works and everything.
The way the pieces are falling, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Do we think Gunn's going to write or direct that one himself? Because he said that one is still a passion project for him, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a big
I hope so.
Authority fan.
I
Same.
am now. Officially, 2 to 3 days ago, I am now too.
I am a gigantic Authority fan. I saw the engineer in this movie. Like the way I found out, I was on a podcast yapping about the Authority. They're like, so the engineer is going to be in the Superman movie. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm watching this.
And she's still breathing.
Yep.
Just knocked the hell out.
Non-lethal.
Hey, maybe this scenario that she
Non-lethal.
was put in, makes her realize how much of a terrible person Luthor was.
Mm-hmm.
She takes out all of his nanotech, makes her own. That's how we get the classic silver, engineer.
I remember talking to everybody about this, where it's like, is Luthor Bendix?
Yeah, Luthor would be not their direct Henry Bendix, but I can definitely tell where James Gunn took inspirations from.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely from like Authority Prime, where that validation where if you guys are gods and superhumans, but the things I can create are equivalent to you guys, what does that make me? And things like that. Just that that real hater mentality that like one of the main antagonists of the Authority has. Also, they're both bald.
Yeah.
Just might as well make it Lex.
Hey,
Bring
maybe
back Nick.
Yeah, especially so Henry Bendix founded a team in the Wildstorm got folded into DC. Henry Bendix founded a team called Stormwatch, which is when they unveiled Planet Watch. I was like, ooh, I see what y'all doing over there, James Gunn. And then that team, when they fall apart, ends up inspiring the Authority and why they come and do things. Yeah. So I'm back here like, the engineer, okay, Authority, Planet Watch, James Gunn's cooking. I like what I see.
But also, on some level, though, it's going to be funny that we get probably Apollo before we get the new Batman.
Oh, yeah.
No, sorry, not Apollo, Midnighter.
Oh, that's fine.
They still have to do.
I thought you were going to say Midnighter. So I was like, Apollo?
I feel
Midnighter
like
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I feel like if we get one, we're going to get the other. Like
Midnighter was Wildstorm's moneymaker for a while. Yeah. They had Midnighter doing any and every. You want your Wildstorm comic to do well? Put him with Midnighter.
The Midnighter
had his own solo series during New 52 too, which is
it was
so difficult. And it was good.
It was half of it is good.
I enjoyed it.
So
half of it's good. Midnighter and Apollo is really good. I like that more from DC.
Really no, that one was way better. I won't.
Yeah.
Midnighter going to hell to get Apollo's soul and put it back in his body. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It's on the list.
You had mentioned earlier about
it's
Batman,
only 6 issues,
and I had thought of this earlier too. It probably wasn't on purpose, but just the fact that the Batman, and it's also not going to be in the same universe, but the Batman is raining. There's Nirvana music playing throughout, and then you have Superman, bright colors, bright music, all it's completely opposite.
Yep.
Yeah,
I saw people complaining about that, and that shit had me so irked.
Why?
I can't. How are you gonna put these guys together?
Why are they so different?
What do you think happened?
Why are these two diametrically opposed characters who have completely separate motifs? Why are they so different?
My hot take, though, is the fact that I wouldn't mind Pattinson being in his own universe if we get a proper 70s inspired Batman looking costume. Yellow logo and everything.
If the Batman for the main universe isn't as good as Pattinson, I'm gonna be a little bit upset.
Yeah,
I don't think it will be because Pattinson is such a high bar to clear now.
He really wanted that Batman role. He lied to a director on a set to be like, I'm busy today, I'm doing something. He's literally auditioning for Batman.
Yeah. And you know what? Commendable.
Right? I'd have done the same thing.
I would have done. It's like Seaman when he lied to his bank job. It's like, I'm sick. I'm on the set of Pacific Rim.
It It is gonna be weird where it's like what Superman's like 3 years deep, and then Batman's like already got Damian Wayne, so he's like 4 Robins deep. Unless he went through Robins like candy.
When has that ever like bothered us before?
Yeah.
I mean,
has there always have they ever had like a massive gap like that?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
For the most
what
part.
says that the DC universe has to go in a conventional timeline? Like we
True.
could have a time jump with Superman, so like we could still be getting earlier Superman stories that could like flesh things out. But then when it comes to Brave and Bold, let's say Superman already has Jonathan.
When
That would make me
we
so
get this
happy
movie,
because I
Batman
love
will
John
probably
Kent.
be year 3.
Yeah.
It'll be like, because we just had an early Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a
Give me
Batman
a
that's
season
deep
one.
in his bag.
I
Give
need
me
like
a season 1, not a retired one though. Like
Exactly.
please.
Yeah.
Not
For the love of
too
God.
far. I need like a 30 to 35-year-old guy just assaulting people in Gotham.
Prime Seth Rollins age.
Did I
Clark is
catch you
3 years in?
jaywalking?
I need Bruce like 7 to 10 years in.
Yeah,
I need Bruce to be taking absolutely no BS.
But then at the same time,
I mean,
he's presented with a child who has no problem killing people, and he's like, "Oh, maybe we should dial it back a little bit."
That's the
like
dichotomy.
immediately mother.
That's the movie. We made the movie.
We did it.
There you go, James.
I am looking at.
put into production.
I am
Speed it up
thinking
like
about
you
like
did with Wonder Woman.
And then
I am thinking about.
Oh no, you go.
I am thinking about like you said, like a Batman takes no BS. I'm thinking about like just that snippet we saw in Creature Commandos of just like
God.
the lights go out. He just looks like a menace. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
aura farming.
no, absolutely ruins Dr. Phosphorus's night, man.
One thing that I think would be like so perfect in this world is like since we're getting Brave and the Bold with Batman and Damian for like a movie later down the line, like if they establish like, oh, all the previous Robins actually existed, Jason Todd's dead, where if they do adapt the Under the Red Hood story, they have like Jason try to like recruit Damian.
Oh, that
because
would
like
be
he kind
good.
of sees himself and not like really sees himself, but it's like, hey, listen, I was a wild card too. You saw what he did. You saw what happened to me. Come on, you think you're gonna take care of you?
to kill
blood?
as
Like the
What
first
Robin
Batman
number are
story
you?
being that. Yeah.
I know what I need. Not need, but want. Just to see. I need that like Batman feels like a myth in Gotham.
Yeah.
Like I want a scene of Batman descending on a random crook in Gotham, and like he prays to Superman to come and save him. Because what's happening to me right now?
I need the cape thing where like he drops down and it like
The
folds up like an
takedown.
animated series.
Yeah.
I need that.
I need that, but I also need the cheese it. It's the bat type of reaction.
Yeah.
I will say, Dave, criminals in Gotham have dance routines with their bosses. So you're not too far off with that.
We might be cooking with gas.
See here, the only thing I need from this Batman is for him to be carried like a toddler who just shat his pants by Superman. Is all. That's the only thing I need from this. It's just pretty much just Superman fly him like this the whole time.
What Bat villains do we want to see in the DCU going forward? Because Clayface gets the horror movie next year, but like, what other Bat villains are we clamoring for?
Condiment King.
Two-Face.
Condiment King.
You give me Condiment King.
Yeah.
Give me Zebra
Give me
Man.
Two-Face or Killer Croc. My ass is in the seat.
Give me a really good, accurate representation of Bane in the comics.
Yeah, we still have
I
yet
will
to get that.
applaud and cry in that theater.
Batista Bane?
What was I gonna go with? Oh, a proper Solomon Grundy too.
Grundy would be cool.
That'd be hard.
No,
Firefly?
even better, you can set him up in the Lantern show because Solomon
was
Grundy's
say,
like originally a Green Lantern villain, right? So just set
Alan
him up
Scott.
in Lanterns and then give me Batman fighting him or something.
Yep.
Huh. I kind of would like to
Team
see the
up.
Court of Owls.
Cool. See, I
Yeah.
kind of want to save that for like. I kind of want to save that for Battinson though.
Okay, hot take.
Okay.
I want to say that for when Nightwing takes over as Batman.
There you
I-
go.
they
I
are-
could see a
Way
Quarter
cooler
Owls
with
video.
with the way Nightwing was supposed to become an owl. So if you have him as the Batman dealing with that, I think you got a real interesting story.
This
I
might,
I would also pitch this. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Alex.
This might be a little corny, but it would be hilarious if, like, since we saw the Riddler in like Robert Pattinson Batman, instead of seeing him, we see Clue Master.
No, Stephanie Brown. No, then we get Stephanie Brown.
You know what? Ventriloquist.
We get that story. That'd be sick. Man-Bat.
You can't really go wrong with a lot of Batman villains.
We haven't seen a lot of them on the screen, so
my brain's just going through like things we haven't seen on screen. That's why I think like
Mad Hatter?
a Court of Owls story would be super cool for a live action Batman. He'd get to really get into like his detective bag.
Pig.
I've also been pitching Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange, please.
Oh, that would
Monster Man.
Monster Man would be so
are we
good,
being
actually.
silly right now? Ra's al Ghul's right there.
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess kind of like
that's probably why we didn't think of it. Because
I just started thinking about it. I'm like,
Damien,
but a good Ra's al Ghul.
Exactly. That's what I'm like.
It was staring us right there.
That was.
Oh no, I think I'm kind of nervous about the ones we've already seen, like Scarecrow, Penguin. I don't know how I feel about another Joker with the amount of Jokers we've seen recently.
Yeah. Okay.
I was against using Joker, but then someone pitched like a fan cast. I'm like, wait, that actually might be fire. Someone pitched Jack Quaid as Joker, and I'm like, wait a minute. As someone who just watched Companion, wait a minute, that might be kind of fire.
No, we keep Deathstroke for the Titans.
No, we don't use Deathstroke at all.
Speaking of Deathstroke, I'm sorry, go ahead. This is something I noticed in Superman.
I was gonna say keep away from Titans. You go.
Did any speak? Yeah, funny segue. Did you guys see the country above Jarhanpur on the map?
No.
Was it?
It was Markovia.
Yep, there
no,
we
it was
go.
Markovia. Like so, Brion and Tara. Yeah.
There you go.
Get this Judas Contract out my good movie.
I am Field Force. Judas Contract is like the funniest thing ever to me because Judas Contract was made out of spite because the writer just hated Marvel fans.
Yeah. Marvel.
He's like,
and Marvel.
Stop calling Titans X-Men. You know what? We hate Kitty Pryde right now.
Not Kitty be my favorite.
That would be crazy if that Teen Titans project saw like Teen Titans like Judas or something. That would be insane.
I'd leave.
Gods and monsters. That's what we're slated at.
I mean,
Blade Wilson is a monster after all.
Maxi Zeus could be pretty fun. You have a guy who's just so delusional who thinks he is a Greek pantheon god, and you take him seriously to some level because Wonder Woman does exist.
Yep.
It'd be fun.
Apparently, I fucked Peacemaker that one time at a party.
Apparently, what?
Peacemaker said Wonder Woman. I fucked him at a party one time.
Yeah, but let's be honest here. That's Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman with a low ass standard.
We're not entirely sure because he said Green Arrow is the back half of the Brony suit, so it could be still the same one.
Oh God, please no.
I like the theory that this universe's Peacemaker is going to come and kill the other universe's Peacemaker.
I was going to say, that's apparently
and take his place.
The rumor right now. That
like Ryan Reynolds and it up.
That there's two Peacemakers, and in season 2, it's both of them fighting or something.
Well,
that's incredible.
Has everybody seen the Peacemaker trailer?
Yeah.
Killer Moth would be really cool.
There is two Peacemakers.
Yeah. Oh, Killer Moth would be really good. I would love to see and bring in his daughter from the Teen Titans show.
Yeah.
Get Mr. Freeze.
Give me Blackfire, bro.
Chill.
Oh God, Blackfire in that Titan show was just. I don't like that show, but like, goddamn.
You don't have to say any.
Actually.
Wait, wait.
You didn't like the Teen Titans show?
Wait.
No, sorry. Action. Titans live action.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's the one
My bad. I was tripping.
That's what I thought you meant. And they're like,
I didn't know Blackfire showed up in Titans live action. I didn't get that far.
And she was.
I got one episode.
Sleeps with Superboy.
Yeah, they have like a
like an infant in the show.
I'm just seeing the chat here. The Bat Who Laughs.
Hey, I don't want that.
That'd be a hard one.
multiversed out at the moment.
And Kara, I'm just gonna say this right now:
Scott
if you
Snyder
haven't
is
seen
good at writing
Peacemaker,
comics.
you need to get on it now. Like,
no, you really have to watch Peacemaker.
Watch Peacemaker.
Just be forewarned. There's some subtle racism in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Subtle.
KKK come barging out of the.
It's like
Let
me rephrase.
Johnny,
the white dragon.
Hold on. No, Johnny,
There's
if there's subtle
racism
racism, you're
Gunn
slightly
when it-
Chinese.
There's subtle racism sprinkled on top of your racism sundae.
No.
I hope you like it.
Here's the thing. It's so racist that you're like, oh shit, this is the real racism. There's also the judo master shit that's honestly kind of fucking racist too that no one ever talks about. That's the racism.
I think it's kind of overshadowed by, the guys in the hoods.
Exactly. It's completely overshadowed in that sense.
There's no subtle racism sprinkled on top of your racism sundae, bro. Here you go.
No, look, you got your blatant racism from the white dragon and, your snow cone guys, as I'll call them.
Yeah.
And then there's the judo master stuff that just like no one ever talks about. That she's
That's
just
the sprinkles of your sundae.
Kind of leaning into a few stereotypes where I'm just like,
I just thought of this, but like, I think it would also be perfect if like the first villains we see the Titans fight is just a high five, like a very simple villain to just like show you how skilled each Titans member are and like show you how they work together. I think that would just be perfect.
Yeah.
Or Mad Mod, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Or hear me out. If the Titans fight anyone, have them fight Red X. Just go right into it, get it over with.
No.
What? No.
No, thank you.
No. You gotta build
okay,
Here's the thing.
I hope you kept the receipt.
Whenever you do Titans now, Red X is such an inevitable aspect of the conversation that if you just do it and get it over with, and you give people what they want, and you do it well enough, hopefully, unlike Titans Academy, hopefully it just gets people to shut up and you get more asses in seats.
Wait,
you do have to build to that, though, don't you?
But what does that leave you with, like?
Yeah. Because what do you do with Jason Todd then? Like,
I mean, it doesn't have to be Jason.
What about Jason?
No, I mean, like, what is Jason Todd Red Hood as a character's role going to fulfill if you're going to have a Red X?
That's true.
Okay.
Wait, no, whoa. Segue back. Segue. Damian Wayne in Batman movie. Mentor to Damian. Red X. I don't know. I'm liking this more now that I think about what we talked about in this podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd have to see it to change my opinion on it. Because right now, I'm like, no Red X.
Because
look, I'm as sick of people bring him up as much as anyone else. Trust me, I really do.
I haven't heard a lot of Red X chatter.
I keep hearing it whenever Titans discussions usually pop
work
up
at a comic book store.
The Twister.
That's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Last time I worked at a comic book shop, it was during Titans Academy, so I do still have some of that residual bullshit over.
When I was working, it was pre-COVID through COVID. Yeah. So like, I had it all through like the death metal, Titans Academy, all the Tom King Batman run. I know we all love that.
Sure. I do like the date issues.
The sarcasm in my voice.
Did somebody say Tom King in my presence?
No. My bad. And I don't have the Mr. Miracle excuse to escape on.
Tom King in my presence.
I wasn't even talking about Mr. Miracle, so I can't even like use an excuse.
By the way, Nico?
It's gotten to the point with me. I'm surprised that he keeps getting jobs. Like
I can tell you why.
Okay, well now I want to hear.
I know why.
He keeps writing good Black Label books, and then he keeps giving us slop so he can just write the next fun like book that's like Adam Strange or Scott Free or whatever headboard books. That I feel like that was an obligation one.
I wasted 6 months of my life checking in on Tom King's Jenny Sparks.
Sure did.
Did you spend your money on it though?
No.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I was smart.
Here's the thing.
I've met somebody asked me, was I going to buy it? And I'm like,
fairly charismatic guy, and I think that's also part of the reason.
He's been ducking the smoke on Twitter. He's been crazily silent.
Yeah. Wonder Woman and like...
Especially about that Wonder Woman book.
Jenny Sparks.
Leave it to the CIA agent to dodge shit.
Jenny's... He's very active on Twitter normally. Like, you say something about a Tom King book, he will appear in your mentions.
I'm gonna have to try that.
I was looking at I saw Kendrick's comment, and I remember I saw something about this. Apparently, like in the DCU, there's like a Bane and Deathstroke team up movie coming down the line somewhere. So it's just like curious. I'm like, where is that going to fit in like the larger scheme? Having like already getting like villa centered stuff is cool. I guess like that. I mean, we are getting the Waller show as well.
That makes sense.
Creature Commandos worked, and Suicide Squad worked.
Both from the League of Shadows or something like that, and that's why we're getting a Bane and Deathstroke thing.
Kind of like how they did in Young Justice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I love Young Justice Bane.
I mean, not Porto Maltese, Santa Prisca.
There we go.
If Bane does not have an accent, I'm walking out the theater.
If Bane isn't a genius, I'm burning it down.
Yeah, I'm tired of these like henchmen, like stupid Bane.
Oh, I need genius Bane. Look at his jaw. That's Bruce Wayne.
I think my favorite thing was when Miss Martian tried to read his brain. He's like, all I'm getting is football results in Spanish backwards. He's like, yeah, you can't read that.
It's something from like a telenovela.
Oh, I love that episode because they're like, the scientists brought this mutated creature. Bane, you good? Just fist punching. Just like this punching.
Yeah, Bane and Deathstroke
I
are
wish
crazy
they'd
in
have
Young
a season
Justice.
5.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like season 3 and 4, but like, man, I liked it enough. Give me a season 5. Let it keep for good.
Dude. I remember losing my crap when freaking like who is it? I think it's Black Manta who's trying to quit, and then like Deathstroke just no, it's Sportsmaster, and then Deathstroke shows up and shoots the helmet out of his hand and goes, "Yeah, I'm in the light now. Leave." And I'm like, "Holy shit, that's Deathstroke!"
But also, they fucking killed Ocean Master in this universe.
Yeah.
Who really cares
like
about
the
him?
rudeness of that?
Because
that was incredible.
Yeah, Ocean Master was about to murk all the wife and children of every. Not every.
They were gonna kill.
And they said, "Hold up."
The Allen.
That's his whole bag, though.
And shit and everything.
Yeah.
They sent in Lady Shiva as an enforcer. Like, you're not doing this. The light can't have the entire superhero community on our fucking asses right now.
That reminds me.
Manta, that's their whole bag.
Do we think we'll get Cassandra Cain as well? Like in this, like the upcoming
like
Bat
I
Family
would
franchise.
kill for some spoiler and some Orphan, honestly.
Katie in the comments talked about the Bat Fam webtoon.
Oh, that's so adorable.
And Damien's actually dark.
Yeah.
Like Damien in the webtoon.
You guys saw the fan cast of Timothy Chalamet as Damien.
Yeah.
I'm getting Timothy Chalamet as Damien. I'm getting him as Tim. I'm getting him as Dick. And I'm like, fuck off. I
saw someone want him as Batman.
No.
I fuck off with that too.
Look at his jaw.
Batman?
Lisan Al Galib.
Maybe Terry McGinnis, but like
that would be cool.
No, not even
all
Terry.
the DC fan cast look like the people who are making them have just started watching movie like last year. It's like Timothy Chalamet, The Rock, Zendaya. I was like, wow, guys, don't
Timothy
get
Chalamet is
Tom Holland.
Maybe
like,
he could play
Tom
Jericho.
Holland and Zendaya. I'm so happy for everything you guys
Honestly,
have going on.
I don't
Stop
even
talking about retiring. Why y'all keep talking about retiring?
You got like
suit up
100 movies
You got
left.
So much. What you mean? Yeah, we get our family done.
Family?
Bro.
Bring him to the set.
Buddy stopped drinking and just started. Oh, I don't have to be Spider-Man anymore.
Chill.
Put the suit back on, buddy.
Yeah, I'd love to be.
You're gonna be doing this till you 90.
You just got into college.
He'll do it till he's 90. He'll look like he's 35.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. With that face.
You just had your "with great power comes great responsibility" moment. You want to quit?
Your dorm room talking about mentor,
We're just getting in Johnny's.
Where's
Storm.
Harry?
I want that they're just roommates bullshit. That's gonna come from those two.
You only reset your life once. You gotta do that again, like 4 more times at least.
You gotta sell your soul to Mephisto.
Peter,
No,
I don't understand why you're kicking me out.
Ironheart already did that. We can't have him repeating that.
Yes, we can.
What about the clones? What about the clone Ben Riley?
Hey,
the real
I wanted
Spider-Man?
I wanted to ask. So Gunn says that like for the DCU, he wants to like really broaden out the genres and types of stories they tell. So like, what type of genre do you guys want to see the most? Like, do you guys want to see like crime thrillers, horrors, like romance? Like, what do you want to see the most?
Love Hellblazer, yes, and also low-key bring back Matt Ryan for that. But also specifically, give me a romance Green Arrow and Black Canary story.
That I'm behind that, but I just thought of there's a really old comic series with Green Arrow and Green Lantern where they're like a buddy cop road tripping. Yes. And every single issue is like they're in a different town and they save different people. And that was such an interesting concept. That's
that's a great issue. I love that issue.
That's a good issue, honestly. Yeah.
That's probably like Roy Harper's best issue.
Yeah.
Do we think they'll keep Hal Jordan like Republican though and like conservative?
I hope so. I hope he's really dumb too. Not saying that Republicans are dumb, but I do like Hal Jordan when he's more stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, if they do keep Hal Jordan like this, we can get Batman and Robin trolling him.
Yellow.
Yeah.
All right, Damien, we're gonna paint this room yellow, and then we're gonna paint ourselves yellow, and we're gonna beat the shit out of Hal.
No,
make sure you record it so we can send it to Barry.
Out of part like was not planned.
Please, instead of having the one punch moment happen to Guy, have it happen to Hal. Have it happen to Hal.
No,
it has to happen to Guy. It has to happen to Guy. That's like a crowning moment.
Don't take that from Guy.
That like starts his character arc.
Yeah.
We just got a live action Guy Guard. You try to take things from him?
What are you, the CW?
I just don't want to see him get clowned on, bro. I don't want to see my guy get clowned on. I gotta, bro. He represented.
That's his whole bag.
Get that one out of here.
Nathan Fillion?
We from the same place.
We are not shitting on Nathan Fillion here.
Hey.
He's a Canadian treasure.
No shade on Nathan Fillion, but like Nathan Fillion knows who he's playing.
Yeah.
It was like a one red carpet interview where apparently the person doing the interview, Nathan Fillion, was the first person he had ever interviewed. Oh. So he's talking to Nathan Fillion. He's like, so is it okay to say you play a jerk well? He's like, yeah, go ahead, do it again. He's like, you play a jerk very well. He's like, oh my God, how dare you? And we go back so far. Like, we really know it.
That's very Nathan Fillion.
Right? He's like, we have such a history.
He's such a ham.
And he's like, did you take anything from set? Like, did I take anything from set? And there's just like a Green Lantern ring on his finger. And just like, I can't say that I did. No, I'm a perfectly responsible. I respected everything, the props department, all of that.
He said he took the ring and the gold tooth. He's like, who else is that going to fit? That was fit for me.
Yeah. Talking about Nathan Fillion just reminded me that there's another reunion on this movie. It's a Santa Clarita Diet reunion between Nathan Fillion and the actor for Jimmy Olsen.
Skylar Giordano. Yeah. Oh my God.
I saw him get cast.
No. It's a three-way reunion because Alan Tudyk plays his character when the leaf from the wind.
You're right.
Flip it.
But also Alan Tudyk, Nathan Fillion.
Firefly.
And Firefly, of course.
There's so many Venn diagrams going on.
James Gunn loves his friends.
I would
even down to the person filming it. He personally asked him. James Gunn worked on a movie with him earlier where he had this like experimental rig, and now he had finished it. He had a rig. It was a red camera and a lens that had 3 different focal points. And that was like the driving point for James Gunn to go, yeah, this is going to make all of his flying scenes look really cool. The only thing they added was a little CGI to the hair because that's what James Gunn felt Adam Warlock was lacking in Guardians 3. It's like, wait to his flying. You know he's flying fast and powerfully. Like, Adam Warlock kind of moved. He wanted Superman to fly.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love for like James Gunn to make like 2 anthology series. I want an anthology series for like Lanterns. Oh, is that the right term? Anthology series? Yeah.
Or like different story.
Anthology. Different stories of Lanterns, and then I want one if like if this universe ever got to it, where it's like just Batman Inc. So it's like different like members of Batman Incorporated across the world.
I have a
Honestly,
third one.
it'd be really cool if they did like an interpretation of like Batman's little black book of just like mysteries.
I have one too.
Yeah,
and then
my
it's
third
just Batman
one.
running through every single one of them and how he solved them and stuff.
Like, if you ever want to know how to introduce the Authority into a universe, there's a 5-6 issue miniseries called The Secret History of the Authority that would make a great show. I'm just saying.
That would be a great show.
They could also redo the Birds of Prey, just like they did with the Suicide Squad. Just
I would like a proper Birds of Prey, because the first movie wasn't even that bad.
Everything except for Cassandra Cain was terrible.
I just found
David
Sorry,
Tennant.
flip that around.
Okay.
The actress is Dante Bosco's niece. I was like, Zuko's niece? That's Zuko's niece?
That's Zuko's niece?
Yeah.
That was Cassandra. They did her dirty.
I was like, what?
They did David Tennant dirty too.
Wait, David Tennant?
That was it?
Black Panther.
No, Ewan McGregor.
That wasn't David Tennant.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
There we go. I was
like,
thinking of another
David
David
Tennant.
Tennant.
Of all people to mess that one up.
I don't know.
Yeah. I remember seeing the plot leaks for this movie. And I was like, oh no, this can't be real. This has to be fake. Like, there's no way. This is the story. And then I watched
That
the
movie's
movie. I'm
older
like,
than I've been a Doctor Who fan.
oh.
Oh man.
I'll never mess up Tom Baker being the Bendu in Star Wars.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, incredible. Also, like, Lex Luthor's gonna be in Waller, right? Like, he's gonna
Probably.
Assuming Waller,
because he's going to Belle
Reeve.
Reeve.
Because I heard that was also delayed.
No.
I thought Gunn debunked that one.
Oh.
I'm taking it as like if it's delayed, it's delayed. I'm gonna take it as its word.
Yeah, the Authority's definitely
delayed.
Yeah, when I see like delayed, I always go to Gunn's Twitter. Like, what did Gunn say?
He's like,
I shed a tear hearing about the Authority movie.
A manly tear.
Still no word on my
It wasn't manly
movie.
Oh.
I know they were also apparently Jeremy Allen White was being looked at for the Sergeant Rock movie.
I mean, yeah, Daniel Craig dropped out of it.
I was about to ask the stupid question: why are we getting a Sergeant Rock movie? I forgot who's the head of DC right now.
He was also already in Creature Commandos too. I'm like, oh wait, we get G.I. Robot in that live action G.I. Robot.
All right, I'm back in.
Yep.
If Gunn has an opportunity to put his brother in something, he will take it.
Yeah.
True.
And I do. Love Sean
he
Gunn.
will
He's so nice.
force it.
He was in
Even
Superman.
if Sean doesn't want to be in the movie.
Yeah, he's Max Lord.
That I'm super excited
You're
for.
going to be in this movie.
Because not only is he going to be in this franchise, he's going to be Maxwell Lord, a pretty important character.
And which is funny because this man is following Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord.
Do you
What
think
do you
Gunn
wish
did
for?
it? Do you think Gunn only did it just so he can have his brother get his neck snapped by Wonder Woman?
Is this a secret case?
There are worse ways to die.
His brother's going to... No, this is what's going to be now. This is just... James Gunn is going to cast Wonder Woman because apparently the Wonder Woman movie has been fast-tracked. So clearly they might have found their Wonder Woman, or at least they found the script that they like. And now they're going to cast Wonder Woman, and he's probably going to go to his brother just going like, what woman would you like to have snap your neck?
If she ain't built like Rhea Ripley, back to the drawing board.
Hey, if she got curly hair...
I just want my Callaway to play Wonder Woman, honestly. I think she'd kill it.
You heard that Gunn apparently confirmed that he was looking at Nubia as well. I'm like, oh shit! All right.
Oh word! Yep. Bianca Belair is Nubia.
My sister might cry.
Yeah, someone.
Like,
yeah,
that's
like
a lot of sisters might cry.
No, my sister might be the biggest Nubia fan out there.
Did
when I hope the movie gets made.
I've bought for her last couple of gifts, I brought her a 9.8 comic graded first appearance regular and variant comic, and I'm like, you cornered the market for the highest graded comics on Nubia. She's a Nubia fan.
That's crazy, but that's awesome.
Love that for
again,
her.
like because there's the Wonder Woman project, and also there's Paradise Lost, which is still coming.
Yep.
That's
HBO
probably
Game
where we're
of
gonna
Thrones
get Nubia
Amazon series.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
and Hippolyta.
And hopefully
I'm
Donna
just thinking, like, God, I'm just excited for like all the families get flushed out, like like Cassie and Donna Troy. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that would be cool just to have like all of them in there now.
Nico, you're gonna want to cover your ears or take off your headphones for this part. But does anyone want Trinity to show up in this DC universe? I have theories about that. This is Wonder Woman's new daughter, created by Tom King.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah,
I didn't. The screenshots are still. I can see the thread from the American flag.
Oh, I
from
forgot
the
about that.
lasso into the ground. I read all of that Tom King. Whatever. I hated Tom King so much. I wanted to see what he was doing to mainline Wonder Woman to make me feel better about an Elseworlds Jenny Sparks comic.
And his solution is give her a daughter. However, I will say I do enjoy Trinity. She's pretty fun, especially around Damien and John.
Yes,
and
I
with
just
the
have to.
Mr. Miracle good though.
There's just a little like when I'm reading the comic and then I see Wonder Woman sobbing on the ground behind a waterfall, and I'm just like, this is probably the most vulnerable I've ever seen Wonder Woman.
He was broken too.
Also, she robbed Steve's mom.
Yeah.
It's true.
And not just robbed her, left a mess for her to clean up. And Tom King just goes, Wonder Woman doesn't care about American laws.
I mean, good, but also,
Wait,
Jesus Christ,
like,
where's the compassion?
Right?
Hey.
Who's the Amazon that hangs out with Red Hood and Bizarro?
Artemis.
There we go. Yeah, I was like, oh, I wonder if they're trying to do like the Dark Trinity thing as well.
The Outlaws?
I'd be fine with that.
We need to first, before we get all to Artemis and Trinity, let's I don't know give a shit about Donna Troy first, just for once.
Yeah. High five, Donna Troy.
You got your Titans show. You got your
where
Teen
she was
Titans project.
What?
Yes, I'm with you. I personally feel we didn't talk about the engineer stuff today.
Hey, I need
because you know what? The engineer, integral part of the movie. If without her in it, a lot of things wouldn't happen. How would have Lex found the Fortress of Solitude?
How would he have got Krypto?
How would he have got Krypto?
How would we get
the
authority?
How would he have a way of killing Superman without the engineer filling his blood with nanobots?
Latina representation.
Which, by the way, James Gunn really does love his Latina person.
Hey, shout out James Gunn, man.
Yeah, for
James Gunn, shout out the Hedgehog movie win.
Honestly,
Maria.
Do so well.
Sonic, you don't understand. We have to stay.
Shout out Lucas Latius. Latinas.
This is a funny episode of the podcast.
Imagine a Plastic Man James Gunn movie.
We were talking about this.
Yes, because like
that so much.
I'm a big Plastic Man fan. My dad's a big Plastic Man fan, and I feel like that's like a character that James Gunn would like do so well. And I could see him do like funny shit we've seen Plastic Man do in the comics, like become someone's dress or become a chair. Like that would be hilarious.
I know for a fact that he would have Tom King put the biggest pointing to somebody, just be like, he's literally sitting on a throne. he's literally on a throne.
Look, here's the thing though, like we got Terrific, we got Metamorpho. We're on our way to the Terrifics.
Yep.
Plastic Man can be very easily in the cards.
The elongated man.
Apparently, Mr.
Give
Terrific,
me Ralph and Sue Dibney.
Apparently,
Ghost Detectives.
Apparently, Mr. Terrific signed like a multi-project deal as well. I'm like, so it's not like out of like.
Shout out
it's
Edie.
like not out of like the realm of possibility.
Y'all gotta guarantee me more than one movie. I pitched a random movie where the start of it is a Green Arrow comes in, gets messed up. Mr. Terrific pulls up, and you find out the entire show is just the Terrifics.
So it's a bait and switch.
Yeah. I don't I have my issues with Green Arrow. I'll just leave that there.
Why
His top 3 character.
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not.
Honestly, no.
Please do this.
We need to do this another time. We'll do it.
We'll do this another time.
We'll do it during the Doctor Who show.
Wait, what? What?
I'm dressed as Doctor Who during Superman. We can do it like, hey,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
dress
just
up
not
as
wearing
Green
his
Arrow
skirt.
for the Doctor Who show. I think
It's
he's
a
wearing a
kilt.
kilt. Anyways.
And it's to the side. Kilt representation. We're gonna flash it.
Yeah, there you go.
Dr. Nico with no bottoms.
Are you wearing
Does
bottoms?
2 Sonics make up?
I mean, I also got 2. Just
Psychic clothing.
Wait.
got one over there.
Psychic
It's the one in the
clothing.
box.
I mean, the TARDIS cuts his hair and grows it. Everything might be psychic in there.
It's true.
All right. Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours now.
I've been surprised how long.
Yeah.
No, I've loved it. We've got to have you all of you back on to talk more. I feel like there's a lot of DC that needs to be talked about.
I feel like we should just come back and just do like here's
There's
what
there's
you
gonna
pick,
be a
like,
lot of
pick
DC
your
to talk about.
ideal DC
I'll
film.
come back for an authority episode.
We got
Y'all want me to
Peacemaker
talk
still we
about
can
Constantine?
too.
I'll be
Yeah,
there.
Peacemaker coming back. We can talk about Creature Commandos.
I could talk.
Also,
about Titan.
well, I'm here. All of you guys. It's Fanbox It Up. Vincent, write an article.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
You heard the man. No,
I
I'm
still
just
website.
no, but absolutely, we loved having you guys on. I had no idea how many people were going to be joining, and it was just like Nico and David were both sending emails, and I'm like, Nico's like, how many people can we add? Because I got 3 and he's got 3, and no, it was great, absolutely.
For the
great.
record, this is the most melanated episode of.
We said that coming in.
Of ever. I'm saying that right now.
Like coming in, we're like, oh wow, yeah, there's gonna be a
Yep.
lot of black people on this episode.
This
Are
is,
they,
nothing
are
wrong
these
with
all
that,
are
I'm
they Val's
just
offense?
What about Duke Thomas, right? You know, Duke Thomas.
Well, it's according to Johnny's scale, it's only slightly.
Slightly.
I'm gonna keep that joke to myself.
Yeah, see, now that you said
now
that,
you
you
can't.
need to message it to us later.
I will. Oh, I will.
Do it.
When this is in live, I'll say it immediately.
In that case, let's end it.
All right, with that said, this has been It's Fanbox. You can find us on itsfanbox.com. You can also find out all the other stuff that we do on podcasts and our podcast partners on fanboxnetwork.com. I'm Mr. Marvelite. You can find me on anywhere with Mr. Marvelite. Let's go ahead and go the opposite direction. Johnny, since you didn't really get to announce yourself, let's go ahead and let you go first.
Hi, everyone. I am Marvelous Johnny. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and just any socials, really. I do a bunch of nerdy stuff, and I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con next week, so definitely keep an eye out on my socials.
Yes, and if you
I'll
watch
talk to Tom King, and I'll tell him Nico loves his Jenny Sparks. And I'll have it on video, and I will be sure to post it.
Great art.
Let's go. Great art.
Hi, I'm Malik, and I'm the Jedi Smart everywhere, and I do all types of fun content with that. So you can find me everywhere, just under Jedi Smart. Superman.
Yes.
I am Cass. You can find me on TikTok at Mr. Must See TV, and Instagram at Yeah Pump, and I will be at Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow in San Antonio, Texas.
Nice.
So if you want to hang out.
Nico.
Hey guys, it's me again. TARDIS Socks. Nico Skywalker on TikTok, Skywalking Nico on Instagram. Don't message me. Doctor Who.
Sure, do not slide
Don't
into
message me.
DMs.
I've been getting some crazy messages recently. I had to say that.
I'm gonna need
Somebody
to
said, "Is
see
Yoda
something."
sexy?"
He can be.
I'm Alex, aka Akira. You can find me on all social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter at Akira_Ludo. That's AKIRE @ALUTO, and I will be
It's not
at Otakon next
AKIRE.
month.
This is the
You
second
said it the
time,
first
Alex.
time,
This is
and
the
again,
second
listen,
time.
it's not. There's no E in Akira Ludo at all.
Oh my god!
Wait, that's an A. That's an E. That's an E.
Dude.
Oh,
You said E twice. You said E at the start and at the end.
Oh my god!
I was gonna let it pass the first
My
time,
fault,
and my
my
god,
fault.
twice.
I could not say something the second time.
AKIRA.
There we go.
Oh my gosh!
You bought the wrong vowel.
Yeah, I'll be at Otakon. So if
I
you're at
mean,
Otakon,
he
we go.
landed on a vowel, so I respect it, I guess.
Man.
You probably should, for something.
Vincent!
Yo, I'm Vincent. I'm Gangzetsu on everything. Even Pinterest, yo. You on
I wasn't expecting that. I want to see your board now.
Same.
Hey guys, I am Xanatos1138 on all socials, not the Gargoyles villain. I'm gonna be at Florida SuperCon next week. I just come follow me, whatever.
What about the guy from Lilo and Stitch?
Oh no, I'm never wearing that cosplay again. Fuck that.
The sunburned dude? Were you
The
missing
ice cream guy.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the,
might-
yeah.
He's sunburned.
You might
Oh
see him
my
in a white
gosh.
suit every once in a while going, Vanessa.
That is
I
New
was
York Comic Con.
walking around
I'm
with
putting
Dave
that.
at Fan Expo Philly. This was like, I know who you are. That's a great cosplay. I thought they knew he was. What is it, Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
It's
I
Bray
thought they knew it was
Wyatt.
him because they're pointing at him and they're like, the guy from Lilo and
So-
Stitch. I died.
How red were
Nobody.
you, David?
So nobody recognized me the entire time. They just said nice shirt or something.
He just had like a piece of fudge in his hand.
And
Like-
yeah, I had fudge in my hand. And
This is why
I
I was
knew what he
offering
was.
you props, dude.
they were like, hey, they said that. I thought they were talking to Nico.
No,
'cause
they
Nico had-
lost their mind.
Yeah. And
Oh my god!
But
Babe,
then
look.
when
you
I
know
realized
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch. I'm like,
when
what?
I realized they were talking to me, I was like, wow, somebody finally recognizes me. And then it's like the guy from Lilo and Stitch. I go, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I just walked away.
No.
That is so disrespectful. But
The comedic timing.
You don't want to break that heart. It's like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, you want to drop my ice cream cone?
I would lean into it if I were you, Dave.
I would too.
I've
Honestly,
never
David,
seen
you
that
gotta start
cosplay.
Cosplayed as that guy.
It's like
Crazy thing is, I saw a dude at Monday Night Raw in that exact same fit, and everybody was going in fucking sane. I was like, oh my god, Sister Abigail! I was like, wow, I knew who Dave was, and I'll always remember that.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and head off now. Everybody go ahead and say